and we will get started. Let me share my screen. So I actually need to change my business page profile picture because it's the same as my picture right now, and that gets kind of confusing when I'm clicking on my pages since they're called the same thing. First and foremost, it has been advised that the name of your business page does not indicate that you are an It Works distributor. So you don't want it to say Stephanie Jones, It Works Global, or It Works with Sarah, or whatever. You want it to be about you, and you want to leave a little to the imagination. So I think most people probably in It Works as a whole just have their business page titled their first and last name. When I first started, I wasn't told that, and my page name was Healthy and Wealthy with Kristen Eller, and it didn't say It Works, but it was way too long, and that right there speaks advertisement. So when you do a sponsored post from your business page, the only way someone can tell if it's a sponsored post is because right under the title of your name, it says sponsored in gray, kind of like it does here with my tagline there. But if your business page has the title of this business that you are, then that's a little bit more obvious that there's something sales involved. So I think that has to do with why they advise just to do your first and last name too. Let me turn my volume up because I've done these before and they're not loud enough, even though I feel like I'm screaming at you. Okay, so let's say you didn't create your business page yet. What I would tell you to do is first start a page. You want to make sure it's a page and not a group, and fill it with content. So a cover photo that is of you. This could be a professional photo. This could be just a good quality picture that you've taken on your phone. You want it to show and represent you, who you are, and maybe, if you're married or have kids, this is like a family business. So you're showing that aspect as well. I'm going to scroll if this will load. That's really weird that it froze. You'll be able to see here that this page is full. I don't know why it's freezing. Of content. So there's going to be stuff on here that I'm not paying to sponsor, just to fill the page. I started at, months ago. Sorry guys, I don't know what's up with this connection, why it's being so crazy. But I put some before and after pictures in here. There's a post of us talking about Double Diamond. Again, some product, Ruby bonus, before and afters, me and the baby, personal results. So you get the idea. You're filling the content of the page so that if someone clicks on your business page, they're going to see that you know what you're doing. You've made posts, you've filled your page, and they can keep going back to see. And it doesn't matter if one day you spend 2 hours filling your page and you have 75 posts from the same day. Feel free to just copy and paste directly from your profile, posts that you've already made before. Make it simple, make it easy on yourself. Okay, trying to move. Okay, so the meat of a business page, what I feel like I have to say and just reiterate over and over and over, your business page does not replace your Facebook profile. It's very important that you are consistently posting about your business in your Facebook page, because your warm market is your easiest market. The people that you know who already trust you, already know your character, already know if you're honest or not, those people are going to be the easiest to sell to and to share the opportunity with. So this business page does not in any way, shape, or form replace what you should be posting on your regular profile. I just have to say that and say that again, because there are people who get started with the business and say, I'm not going to post on my Facebook page. And I can speak from experience of my own team. One of my Double Diamond distributors, that's what she said when she first started. And she tried to work her business in a group page for about 6 weeks, and she got nowhere, literally. Like, she maybe signed 4 customers. And she said, I'm just so concerned that people are going to delete me and block me and not like what I have to say. And I said, well, they don't have to look at your group page, but they have to scroll past your stuff in the newsfeed. And finally she was like, okay, I'm not worried about other people's opinions. I'm just going to post anyway. And so she got rid of the group page, started only posting on her profile, and now she's Double Diamond. So that kind of speaks for itself. But another thing that I want to incorporate as part of my little spiel about business pages is really the sole purpose of this page is to reach your cold market, to reach people that you don't know, to expand your network all across the country and potentially in any of the 19 countries that we're in, that we're selling in. So it's very important to remember that, like, you don't need to spend a lot of time on this page. You're going to make a post, you're going to boost it, and you're going to wait for people to respond on it. I don't visit my business page whatsoever, except for when I have a boost post going on and I'm getting notifications that people are liking and commenting, because 99% of my energy should be going into my Facebook page, my personal profile. So, okay, I'm off my soapbox. Now we'll get started. Let's get you a little bit acquainted with the page. So messages. You have a separate messaging location that is specific to your page. So if someone comments, I got ahead of myself here. Let me show you on this last post that I did. I boosted this post on the 25th of, just come in here and get it. I'm recording. I boosted this post on the 25th of September, 26th, and I set it to run for 30 days. So it's a photo of us. It's a pretty short and sweet post here. Let me try to copy and paste it for you, and I'll stick it in the chat. That's all there is to it.
In the bags.
Mm-hmm.
One of each.
Yeah, plus a greens too. I can't find the chat for some reason. Yes.
What is that?
Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry. It's not going to copy and paste the emojis. Oh, yeah, it did. Well, that's awesome. It's never done that before. Okay, now I've copy and pasted it there for you, but please don't copy and paste that word for word and put it on your profile. This is just to give you an idea, kind of give you some examples, but it doesn't look good when multiple distributors from the same company have the exact same verbiage on their business pages. You want to be unique. You want to put your own personality and taste into it. But, you know, basically you get the idea that I'm introducing myself. I'm giving a little background about myself. Talking about kind of where I was before It Works, where we are now. And I'm automatically starting off with some urgency. I want them to feel like they need to reach out to me now, this week, before these 3 spots are filled. Now, you all know that I would have 30 distributor positions open if I had that many people waiting in line to join. But not everyone knows that, and you want to give them a sense of urgency. So that's why the sentence says that there. And then, you know, I could go and say that I'm looking for teammates who are interested in making 5 figures a month like I do. But that's not what attracts people to this business. That's not a tangible, feasible goal for someone when they first start out. I mean, that's not why I joined, and that's not what I ever thought I was going to do with this business. So make sure you include in there that $500 range. And that's exactly why I made it a point to only open this up to rubies and above, because you have already reached that rank. So you have the ability already to tell someone, hey, I made this Ruby bonus, or I've reached this Ruby rank, and the average monthly income for Ruby is $500 a month. And like, that's what I'm doing, and that's what I want to teach you to do, because that's the rank that most people join for. So that is my post. I can tell you that just a good old family picture or something like clever or cute or unique is going to go over a lot better than an advertisement. Hence this crazy face picture right here. I actually did get a lot of like wows and ha-has on that status. And, you know, you just have to be a little different sometimes. Okay. So I boosted this post for $50 and I set it to run for 30 days. Now, the way this works, you choose a budget. You can choose whatever budget you want. It can be $1 a day for 7 days. It could be $1 a day for 30 days. It could be $5 a day for a month. You are in total control of your budget. So I chose $50 for 30 days, and I think the longer that you create your boost for, the more results you're going to get. Somehow, a longer duration reaches more people, because Facebook chooses to send out your ad at specific times of the day. So high traffic on Facebook, morning, lunch, late afternoon, and evening. Those are also the key times that we should be posting business related posts on our Facebook pages. But if you have that algorithm going spread over more days of the month, then you are going to get more hits. Whereas if you spend $20 in 5 days, you're going to get, 4 little bursts each day for 5 days. Or if you take that same budget and spread it out, it might hit less people each but you're going to have better odds spreading it out for a longer duration. Now, guys, I have played with this, and I can't necessarily tell you that there's an exact science. Oftentimes, I will use this same exact post right here, and based on the interests that I choose, or the people that it reaches, or the states that I choose, or whatever, sometimes it gets really good hits and other times not so much. So don't do one business post and feel like it was a total flop, because you just have to kind of play with it and see what works for you. So that's the post. It's reached 6,500 people so far. $31 are left on the post, and 73 people have liked it. There are 7 comments, but you can't, okay, that's what I wanted to show you this. Now, the reason those are grayed out is because I chose this right here and I hid the comment. Now, why do I do that? Because other It Works distributors might see my sponsored ad in their newsfeed, and they might click on my page and they might start messaging the people who have shown interest in my page. So as soon as someone comments, this is what I do. Well, this isn't a very good example because I didn't follow my normal routine on this. Oh, yes, I did. Sorry, I was looking at my response. So on her reply, I've already hidden it. That's not gonna work. Okay, basically, anyway, I like it. I respond right away and I say, hey, the name, I'll message you. Then, let me see if I can unhide this to give you a better example. Okay, I like it. I respond. I say, hi, her name, I'll message you. And then there's a little button there that says message, and you have to message them directly from that comment right there, and that will pull up the specific ad that you created, and it will show them, hey, Kristen Eller is responding to you because of this specific message. My computer is acting up. Okay, let's just go to this one. So right here, see, it tells me you are responding to her comment that said more info. So I message her from here and I say, hey, I'd love to send you more info about making extra income from home. Is now a good time? I send this exact message every single time. I want to make sure that they are ready for me to talk. So as soon as they say yes, then I say, perfect. I have a couple short video clips to send you. This girl I had already sent my friend request to, and she accepted it. So I said, I think you accepted my friend request for my personal page. So is it okay if we message through there? It gives me the option to send you audio messages too. And she said yes. So then I went to my personal profile and I sent her an audio message, and she listened to it, but she didn't respond. And sometimes I think people are like, whoa, like this is a total stranger, and I am hearing her voice and I'm hearing her excitement, and she maybe is just a little more excited than I thought, and I'm not sure exactly how to respond to this. So then I went back and I said, hey, I did send you the audio message, but don't feel like you have to respond that way. Texting is great too. So now our conversation is going on through my personal page, and I feel like it's very important to send that right away to make sure that you make that friend request happen immediately so that they are automatically glued into your profile. Because oftentimes on business page messages, for one reason or another, I don't really know why, you'll get people who say they're interested and then they want information, and then as soon as you start talking, they just go cold and they don't respond. So if you can establish their friendship on your Facebook profile right away, then at least you already have that potential, way to reach back out. So this person, I said, can you add my personal profile as a friend as well? Then I can send you audio messages. And then I have this link saved, and then that's what I send her, because if you click this, that's going to take her directly to my profile. So if you want to know how you get to that profile, or how you get to that URL, you simply click on your name, and that's the link right there, and you copy and paste it. That way you're not like, oh, find my name, it's Kristen Eller, and my picture is the same picture as my business page. That's how you can find me. It'll say I'm a nurse and a triple diamond. Like, that's way too much information. So if you can just send them that direct link, then that is a no-brainer. It will just go straight to it. Okay. So
Kristen, you asked them to friend you.
yep. I send them a friend request. But if they don't accept it right away, or if they haven't accepted it before they get my message, then they can at least go directly to my profile, and then it will say, it'll pop up and say that this person is requesting to add you as a friend, and then they would just confirm it if the add friend button isn't already there.
Gotcha.
So let's talk boosting a post. I am going to let's see here. I could probably boost one, or like at least get one started, and and just show you guys the process, even if I don't actually pay for it. Okay, so I should elaborate here a little bit further. The reason that you pay to boost your post is because that's how you can target a specific audience to send and advertise your post to. If you just make a post in this page, the only people who are going to see the post are the people who have liked your business page. So once you create your page, it is important to invite people to like it. I'm trying to think here where that's at. Likes, maybe? No. There's a lot of statistical stuff on here. I'm going to have to play around here. Whoops. Wrong page. Well,
what are you trying to figure out?
Inviting people to like it. Oh, here we go. Under the more option, invite friends. And this is
I think too, right next, like when you pull up the likes, like it will, there you go. Like on a post, when it has the likes, I think it has that option next to it.
Yes, you're right. You can invite people that have directly liked your page.
Well, that they've liked your post.
Or yes, that's what I mean. So you can go to, like, this is going to pop up all your entire friends list. So it's going to tell you that this person has already liked it. And if it says invite, then you can send out an invite and invite them to like it. It's going to send them a notification. So go through every so often and invite as many people as possible to like your page, so that the more likes you have, the more popular your page is. It'll tell you when you've invited someone to like it, and it will switch over to liked once they accept the invitation. So you can just continue to go through here and, ask as many people as you want to like your page. 391 people have liked my page. That's really not a very high number. That's a number I need to improve and try to be really intentional about getting more likes. I think 1,000 and more is much, much better. And that number is not impossible considering how many people you can reach with your business page posts. But the more the better. I have noticed a lot better activity on my page with more likes. So let me check the chat here. I just noticed there's 3 chats popping up. Oh, Rita, you asked what videos do I send them. Let me share that with you. Okay, so I told you that I say like sort of the same thing every time. Well, look at this lovely little feature here. See this at the bottom? These are saved responses that you can create. So these are the 2 videos that I send. Now, if you have not created a video of yourself yet and your journey with It Works and how, you know, you started at this rank and now you're this rank, or you claimed this bonus and that bonus, or you were filing bankruptcy and now you're, you know what I mean? Like whatever your story is, get it on video. Show people who you are, share your personality, be relatable. Just make even a short 3-minute video clip about your experience so far. I'll copy this to you in the chat, Rita, and it's a corporate video is the first one. A YouTube video is basically, you know, something off YouTube that I think Cami Dempsey did it. And it's like introduces the wrap, kind of talks about joining for $99 and what the Business Builder Kit is, and what the wrap is and how it works. And then the second video is of myself. Anupa, I think you might be able to save it on Facebook Live, because I have done a Facebook Live video and I have shared it via Messenger with like a link that I was able to send through Messenger. I don't know if that would copy and paste the same in your business page, but it's worth a shot. I just created it on my phone and then I saved it to YouTube so that I could have that link, because YouTube ads are not blocked. So it was much easier to do it like that, and then I could delete the video from my phone instead of having to scroll through 700 pictures to go all the way down to the video that I saved 10 months ago, you know. Okay, so there's the videos. Shoot, where was I at? Oh, I was going to show you what it's like to create a boost. Okay, let's pick a photo. Now, I'm glad that this popped up, because you cannot do a before and after picture boost. It will not let you. That goes there. All of your boost posts are going to go through a committee of people that approve it, and before and after picture is not going to work. So this is an advertisement, totally. Like, that's not something I would normally post, but I'm just giving you an example here. Okay, so totally not something I would probably put on my business page, but just for the sake of showing you this, you're gonna put your text in there, add a photo, and publish it. And then, so like that's all you have to do. If you're filling the content of your page, you're just gonna make a post and leave it there and go on to your next one. But if you want to boost it, if this is something that you want to advertise and pay for to sponsor and send out to a direct audience of other people, then this is the next screen that you're going to get. So you can advertise to only the people who like your page, or you can advertise to the people who like your page and their friends.
Hey, Kristen.
Yeah.
Do you want to show them the like going through the ads manager since it's more specific?
I usually set up the boost here and then go to ads manager after that. Is it possible to start it in the ads manager?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But either way,
Oh, okay.
like you need to have your like the post already made, and then you can start from the beginning in the ads manager.
Gotcha. Okay. It says that there's maybe too much text in the image, and so Facebook prefers images with little or no text in boosted posts and ads. So it might not work anyway. So good to know, because there's a lot of stuff to read there. But first step is choosing your audience. And once you create a couple audiences, then it'll, like here I have some for greens and BOGO and distributors and hair, skin, and nails. You can continue to use those audiences for future posts if those worked well for you. But let's just create a new one for the sake of learning here. And let's call it Cleanse Boost. And in this instance, we could do men and women because it's not just women who might use our product. And we will select an age range. And I'm going to go all the way to 60. Normally for business posts, I do like 19 or 20 to sometimes 35, sometimes 45. Like it just kind of depends on the specific verbiage that I'm using in my post. If I think it's going to target young moms, if I think it's going to target women who want to get out of the workplace, I'm just kind of going to make it case by case specific. But then you can choose locations, and you can do this several ways. You can choose cities, you can choose states, you can choose countries. I don't really have a definitive answer for you on which works best, but I do think you need more than one. I think that that's going to help your ad get to more places. If you do states, I would recommend anywhere from 6 to 8 different states so that you're hitting a larger population of people. If you choose countries, you're probably going to want to stick to the ones that speak English unless you are fluent in Italian or any of the European countries. Next is interests. So this is really where things get kind of where you're determining the success of your page, your ad, because you can choose things that target a specific population of really young people. Occasionally, I will sometimes get high schoolers on my business page, especially with hair, skin, and nails. I don't know what it is about those pictures, but I think it's because high schoolers are obsessed with Pinterest and, those like product tester model hair photos. 15-year-old girls, for some reason, just have to have that hair. But you have to think about the type of people that you are trying to target. So in my business page posts, or my posts that are boosted towards the business, I use very specific job titles like registered nurse, pharmacist, respiratory therapist, nurse practitioner, physician assistant, dental hygienist. Very, very specific words, not nursing, healthcare, medicine. That is way too broad, that just could encompass so many things. So I'm going to choose for interest, like people who want to cleanse. Okay, so we're talking people who are concerned with their health. So maybe they are someone who likes organic food. So that's going to be a choice. Maybe they are vegan. Let's see what kind of vegan options we have here. Or they could be vegetarian. But see how, like, I got to continue scrolling because there's all kinds of options here. And you can just kind of play around with it. And, you know, you can type in vegetarian or vegan more than once, and you can choose different trigger words here. Natural foods, Whole Foods Market. Wait. There it is. I'm going to basically just kind of go through all these different things here and see which one I feel like. There's grocery stores in here. You could choose these because these people are liking those pages. You know, like Trader Joe's, that's a big one. And you have to think too, like it's not just any specific budget of people, or, you know, like a person's budget depends on their income. You know, maybe they are interested in these extra food options because their budget allows it. So maybe they're also going to be someone who isn't on a super strict budget and won't immediately tell you that they can't afford the business. So you have to kind of take into consideration the different interest words that you're choosing, because, you know, if you're choosing stay-at-home mom and she doesn't have any income besides what her husband brings home, maybe she's going to be really reluctant to put any money out towards products for herself or towards a business for their family. So you kind of get the idea here with the food options. But, you know, a cleanse post doesn't even necessarily have to be related to health at all. You could also look into someone who's interested in like taekwondo or karate, or, you know what I mean? Like, this is all across the board. Your interest category could be really, really varied. Let's just add a few job titles in here as well, because I want to show you that's not a very good one. It's still throwing out other ideas for me. If this thing would just stay. Okay, so I'm basically just picking a whole bunch because I want to show you something here in the Ads Manager. Okay, now let's say that I only chose like 4 of those. Let's say I only chose the top 4. I'm going to save that group. That's all there. And I'm going to say my budget is $12. You can change that, by the way. I'm not sure why. You can choose your own if you want to just do $5. Oh, the minimum budget's $1 a day, so I have to change my ad to only run for 5 days if I only want to pay $5. You can link your PayPal account to it. It'll charge it. And Okay, so we're ready. We've picked our audience. Our location is Canada and the United States. We've picked our interest group and our age category. We've got our budget set. And look, there's 41 million people on Facebook. And with $5, you're going to reach potential of 390 to 1,000 of those. Okay, so I'm going to boost it. And it's going to go to that committee we were talking about to get approval. And I'm going to go back to my home screen. And I'm going to click on Ad Manager. Is supposed to be in here somewhere. There it is. Now you can get to this from your phone too. It's actually an app from your phone. Okay. So this, see how it says, this is an inactive old post. This is a current active post. This one's pending review. And like it gives you all kinds of statistics. It's pretty cool. This one has engaged 275 people so far out of the 6,200 that it's reached. But anyway, you want to get a little bit more precise with this post here. So you're going to click on the actual campaign name. And then you're going to hover over it again and see this little pencil over the paper there. You're going to click Edit Ad Set. Let it load here. And this audience, that's the thing that I really want to look at. So we want to edit this. We want to see just exactly how many people are in each of these groups, okay? So remember how I said, what if I only did these first 4 sets? Well, these are actually 4 really good sets. Look at how many people are interested in that, or have that on their page, or have something to do with that. They've expressed an interest in or liked a page related to bank teller. Okay, Costco, 13 million, Jiu-Jitsu, 5 million, karate, 27 million, 26. Martial arts, 352 million. Okay, apparently these are really good ad sets. I wanted to find one that really sucked to show you the difference. Well, for all intents and purposes, that didn't really work out quite right. But the least of those is bank teller. So I don't want to pay for that to go to only 590,000 potential pages when there's 41 billion people on Facebook. So honestly, I feel like this is a pretty good ad set. I think if your numbers are over 5 or 10 million for your different topics, then you're pretty well set. So maybe we should just keep it, and you can continue to add more here if you want. Health and wellness has 36 million. Yoga has 304. You're going to get all kinds of suggestions here, just kind of duplicating from, all you have to do is enter one interest word. Now, I chose vegan because I'm dairy free, and so I've learned a lot more about vegan. but you aren't going to have anything in common with someone who's vegan if you don't know the diet. So choose something that is directly related to you. Like if you work outside of It Works, choose something that's a common interest for you so that it's an easy conversation piece for the people that end up messaging you, because it's kind of awkward if you don't know anything about their interests and you don't have anything in common. Okay. So we'll update that. Kelly, is there anything else on the Ads Manager that you use? I guess you could use Instagram too. I didn't realize that, but I don't have an Instagram, so. Anupa, is there anything different that you use? I'm gonna save and close that.
What about like under the interest, there's the things that you don't want?
Oh yeah, thank you. It's gonna be slow, sorry.
And see, you can create the ad in the top right corner, or there, I guess.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's nice. So we'll go back to, whoops, I didn't mean to click that. We'll go back and hover over here and edit.
So you are saying that you want, hey, Kristen.
I can hear you.
Okay. You're saying that like with all the interest and stuff that you want to like really target certain interests. And so doesn't that mean that you're wanting to lower the number of people that it reaches?
I don't think I'm following you.
Like if you're picking interest, right? You're every time you like pick a different interest, doesn't it target it down the number? Like in turn, you wouldn't be reaching as many people, or you want it to reach as many people possible, just targeting certain interests.
I think that the number of people that you are going to reach as far as how many times your ad appears as a sponsored ad in a newsfeed is based on your budget. But then your targeted audience is based on the interest. So like, let's say your ad shows that it's going to reach 3,000 people, an estimated 3,000 people. If you don't have very specific interests, then that ad could go to 3,000 just totally random people just based on their age, their gender, and their location. But if you have it targeted specifically to interests that have to do with health and wellness or a certain job or a very specific location where they live, then it's going to reach an audience that's more suitable for your post. Does that help at all?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we opened up edit ad. Now, why am that's not what I want, is it? I want to actually click on this. And then edit the ad here, right? Yes, okay. Oh. What am I doing wrong here? I'm trying to get to the spot where you were just talking about, Kelly, where you can edit who block out specific people.
I wonder if you have to create the ad within there. Because when you were editing it, it didn't have that part, the part where you can exclude.
I did it like that the last time that I excluded from it though. Because I've never created an ad directly in Ads Manager. Let me
I got
start over. I feel like I'm getting too tired all of a sudden. Okay. I'm just gonna start fresh here. Well, that boost worked, oddly enough. Huh. Well, we'll see if anything comes of it. I'll just leave it since it's only $5. Dang it, I'm sorry. I meant to go to Ad Manager. Okay. What we're trying to do is show you not only can you choose who you want to target, but you can actually limit and exclude certain people from seeing your posts. So if you don't want other It Works distributors to see your ad, then you can choose not to target anyone with It Works in their profile with your post. There we go, right? Yeah, this is correct. Okay. I don't know what I was doing before, sorry. But now we can do edit. Okay, and so right under these targets is exclude people. And I'm saying that funny, exclude instead of exclude. Okay, so I want this up higher on my screen. Look right here. There's 106,000 people employed by It Works Global. Definitely going to add that one on there. Anybody who says they're an independent distributor. See, and you can choose, like, as you're going through here, look, that one has 177,000 people. That one has 774. You can choose the highest categories too. Now you can also choose other network marketing companies. So I'm going to choose the bigger one of those. Now, Nerium doesn't really apply so much to the cleanse, but Advocare is another one. And Plexus. These are all other MLMs that have health and wellness products. So I'm going to choose this one. Beach Bodies, another one. But anyway, you get the idea. So I'm not going to do a whole bunch more, but you can include specific
I
interests.
think it's bad to do multi-level marketing.
Oh, yes. And also entrepreneur. So see how if you chose that as as in one of your interests, how many people that would reach. But these are already people who are doing entrepreneurship as they're listing that as their business type. So yeah, you could maybe not quite as relevant here on a product post, but if it were a business post, by all means, yep, good call. Okay, so update that. And guys, while your ad set is running, if you have your ad running for 30 days and you are like, oh my gosh, I'm not getting much out of this, there's not really anyone interested, I'm not getting any comments, you can go through at any time and edit this group. You can take these out, you can change them. You're paying for that ad set to run. So if you don't feel like it's a quality ad 15 days into your 30-day set, then you can just choose something different and start targeting a little bit differently. Okay, so I'm going to save and close that.
I guess you don't want to pause your ads because that will flag your account also.
Yeah, at one time we were advised that you could put a really high dollar amount on your ad, like $500, and then as soon as you got enough people interested in it, you could pause it, and then you wouldn't have to pay out the remainder of your ad. But I think they caught on to that because, of course, the more you spend, the higher the number, like the bigger the audience number. So I think they caught on to that, and then they started flagging people's pages when they were pausing frequently. And I'll also say, be careful pausing it and then resuming it again, because I think when you resume it, it spends the rest of your budget. So if you're going to pause it, don't start it again. Just create a brand new one. Whitney, I haven't heard from you yet. Is this sinking in? Anybody else have any questions? Aunt Jan?
Nope, this is great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I wanted to add that you don't want to, like, you can go to other distributors, business page and kind of like see how they do stuff, but you don't want to click on their posts because that costs them money. Yeah. And you really don't want to like their business page because then that's going to go out to all your friends when they boost a post. So just a little tidbit there.
Yep, that's good. Rita, Anupa, JC, any of you ladies have anything else you want to add or anything else we need to look a little more closely at? I'm trying to think. I know as soon as I stop recording this, there's going to be something else that I think of. I feel like this was kind of all over the place with my computer not really wanting to cooperate the greatest.
I look kind of scary, but have you gotten a lot of good feedback or people that have actually signed as customers? Is it mostly customers or do you get distributors as well, or is it just kind of depend?
I do mostly business posts, so I have signed distributors, but it's a gamble. Like, you never know what you're gonna get. You never know. I feel like I have a lot better results with more market with people who I know because they have like a sense of ownership in their business when they are doing it with a friend, I guess. Whereas like a boost post that I'm never going to see in my entire life could literally just like delete me off Facebook and never have to worry about their business again, you know? So, yes, I've signed people from my page. Inupa actually is a boost post of Ashley's. That's how they met, through Ashley's page. And Anupa's diamond and her husband's diamond. And, you know, so it's possible. There's plenty of people out there who you can meet cold market who do big things. My girl from Georgia, that I would say for the most part, you get people who start to ask questions, and then if they follow you for a while, then they, you know, they might sign eventually. But it's not as common to sign people like on the spot. It does happen, but I haven't ever had someone where they've been like, oh, okay, that's awesome information. Yeah, let's get going. It took the last girl that I signed from Georgia about 4 days to go through the process of actually completing the enrollment. But, you know, she was ready as soon as she got the information. It was just a matter of getting it done and walking her through it. And she has 3 people who are joining her team on the 14th for on payday. So you never know. I mean, literally one person can change your business. And I really feel like if Facebook isn't working and that's your preferred route, then try a business page, because you can at least continually be pulling in new people. And, you know, you can make connections with perfect strangers if you try hard enough. You just have to work on building that relationship and, you know, keeping track of those people's names and putting them into lists so that you're making a conscious effort to interact with them on their pages and making them, you know, building that trust up. People who have bought products from me off of my boost post, I can think of 2 specifically who ordered once and then deleted their credit card off of their customer account. You know, so they didn't complete the 3 months as a loyal customer. But, you know, again, that's just, they don't have a sense of, there's not that connection there because that relationship isn't in the forefront. But I think it's good to play around with. And, you know, if you have $20 a month to put towards your business page, then, you know, run a boost post for 20 days and see what happens. Anything I left out, Kelly?
I don't think so. I would say, like, when you do add them, when you add them as a friend, like, go ahead and put them in a list of like boosted posts, or, you know, so that way you can be sure to engage on their pages. Just keep yourself more organized.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you want to read the chat? They're talking about like Instagram. I know Ashley Renell says that she has never had any luck with boosting on Instagram, but I think Anupa might be doing well with that.
Oh, Rita, you asked about other like things that you can't put. Definitely not before and after pictures. It won't approve, but you can talk about a before and after picture like in the post, and then direct them to look at it in the comments, and then post your before and after in the comments. that will work.
And I've had things get rejected and I can't even tell you what I did wrong. So, I mean, sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, were you saying that it will, if you just click the Instagram button on that section, it will post to Facebook and Instagram? Is it Anupa? Am I
That's
saying
what
it
it sounds like Anupa is saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, I haven't tapped into the world of Instagram because my phone doesn't have the Instagram app, won't work on it. So Instagram is a whole new game. But alrighty. Well, I wasn't sure if this would last an hour or not. I really appreciate you girls getting on and taking the time. So I will stop the recording and